Hey, what's going on, world? It's me again, Ethan Smith, aka Big Sergeant in charge of who? My mother itself. Taking myself up off the shelf and put myself to the test. Man, to my front, to your left, to your right, you see who it is. Black and yellow, repping the
Yeah,
Steelers game
we
tonight.
going down with the
Killer
guts
Wolf,
of glory, baby. Killer Wolf on the
What's
scene,
going
man.
on with you, man?
Hey, I'm heartbroken right now, man. My Steelers, they up there getting slapped up right now, man. But yeah, man, look, topic of discussion, man. Hold up. It's snowing in Austin, man. Y'all got some thick snow that's actually sticking.
Yeah, we do. And let's
That's
talk
some other
about that
shit,
for a
though.
minute. Don't jump right into it right away. I wanna share this post on my page, tag some people so we can make sure we get a people an opportunity to tune in so they can share this with a
Already,
friend. Share this with three
already.
people.
I feel that, man. Shit, man. I'm over here chilling, man. Me and my girls left a little spot up here. Did a
What
little
is like
Sunday
out
date
there
night.
now? How you liking it out there?
Bro, you know everything adjustment.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I miss HEB like a motherfucker. I miss HEB, but you know what I'm saying, everything else Kool-Aid and sugar.
Yeah.
But HEB ain't no grocery store in the world like HEB in this motherfucker, man. I can tell you
Wow.
that now. But yeah, that's about the only thing I miss is the grocery store attack.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
what's up,
everything else
man.
copacetic. You know all this COVID shit going along, so you can't really enjoy the city. We right down the street from Six Flags.
Really?
Right down the street from Six Flags.
Okay.
Then we got shit a couple hours away from on the beach, Florida. So I can't complain, man.
No, it ain't nothing to complain about. I think I done about shared this. The only thing I can share to a group, to a page, to your story, share to a group. Okay, there we go. There we go.
Hell yeah.
It seems like I forget every time, man, how to share. Make sure I get people to tune in. I need to do this earlier. That's all right. There go Whiskey Charlie, who looking like Bubba Sparks over here on me, man. It's getting
What
ugly.
you say, Bubba Spark?
Ugly.
He
Yeah,
got the shades in that bit.
I
Everybody
know,
got the
look at
shades
him.
on tonight. We live tonight.
Whiskey Charlie. Hey, Novalee.
What's up?
Hey, Novalee. Hey, Novalee.
Y'all ain't got no echo on me, do you?
Nah, we all good tonight. We ain't heard Whiskey Charlie say nothing, so I gotta get rid of this shadow, bro.
I got the mic on and off.
I gotta get rid of this. There we go. There we go. So anyhow, man, I was over here sharing this to a few pages. Whiskey Charlie, what's been going on, man?
Not a whole lot. Just getting off. Today's my last day of vacation, so head
Yeah.
back to work tomorrow.
What have you been doing on your vacation?
Spending time with the family, man.
Yeah.
Do a little work around the house.
Yeah. What have you built new?
Huh?
What have you built new?
I actually enclosed in. We had like a microwave that was in a cabinet that didn't have any doors, so I enclosed it in. Made it an enclosed microwave. Like it took out the cabinet doors wasn't there, anything wasn't there. So I took those off and I put a boarded it all in, made it look nice and neat, and then tore out our dishwasher because we don't use it. We wash dishes with our hands, so I made a little drying rack area for the dishes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just a little small here and there, tiny stuff.
That don't sound too tiny to me, man. It sounds like you over there really getting it in, because I don't know if I know I could do all that, but I haven't done all that. But I guess it's not what I'm into either.
Yeah.
To do all that, you know?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm still getting set up.
Oh, I believe it. It take time, man. It don't happen overnight. You don't rush it. It takes time for you to get it right. You know what I'm saying? You don't. You
Or just
don't
adding shit, you know what I'm saying? Filling shit out. We've
yeah.
been unpacked. But
Yeah.
yeah, niggas still
Hey
motherfucking
man,
filling
before
out,
we really
man.
get into this topic tonight, I wanna ask y'all another question, and I don't know how far we passed it as I continue to get my camera just right and share the other pages so we can make sure some people tune in and see what we got going on. Because sometimes we run a little long anyway. What do y'all think about the stuff that happened up in Capitol Hill? With them taking over the House, the Senate, whatever the hell they took over. What y'all think about that?
That shit funny, man.
Hey, it's
Elaborate. What you mean when you say it's funny?
That shit mad funny, man.
yeah. No, to me is just every people out there that all have their I guess priorities. I guess going rushing a place like that and doing stupid shit is all upon an individual person's feel on it. But I would never rush a building. That's it's not, not unless there's a real reason to do it. There wasn't no real reason, no real cause to what they do, so what they're doing. So it didn't make any sense to me.
That
Yeah.
shit funny, man. But it's nothing new. It's nothing new. They've been planning it for how long now? They've been saying it like, hey, if Trump lose, you ready for war. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's funny to me, man. It's funny. You know what I'm saying? This is America. This is where we at now, bro. The shit mad funny, man. You got people, the Tribeca uniform on, old boy sitting up there popped up. Hey, they smear shit through the motherfucking White House and shit, man. The shit crazy, bro. Hey, security could have been there, but it wasn't. So it's just something to kind of, I don't know, man. That's just where we at right now as a country, bro. It's funny to me. I don't take shit seriously on any news outlet or anything, but when you make an ass out yourself or when you rush the Capitol and get shot, you deserve to be shot. I don't give a fuck what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because that's some terroristic shit.
Yep.
Just like, just what it is, man. You rush the Capitol, you gonna get shot. Matter of fact, I don't know why a lot of them ain't get shot, But hey, that's just my opinion. It's funny to me.
You definitely entitled to your opinion.
All this shit been a shit show the past. I don't know what the fuck going on. You think we said bye-bye 2028 and then a couple of days into 2021, here we go. Let's start it all right, baby. Cheers.
Cheers to the new year.
Let's rush the Capitol, baby. Hey, 2021, we in this bitch. That shit funny to me, bro. I just sit back and laugh. Now, you got to have some type of character with it. You can't take a lot of shit serious.
That's true. That's true. What you got over there, Whiskey Charlie? What was you going to say,
What
man?
are you sipping on?
I'm just drinking a little bit of wine.
You drinking wine? Whiskey Charlie?
I drink everything, man. If it's got alcohol content, I'm drinking it.
You're like, man, what we got laying around this motherfucker, man?
We got some perfume.
Put it in the cup.
Got some rubbing alcohol. Let's go.
Put a little cranberry in that beer.
Yeah.
So what you think about it, Whiskey Charlie?
Like I said, I mean, I'm not. I can care less. I mean, it didn't involve me. I mean, to me, I think they like he was saying, like with the authorities. I mean, you can't always predict what's going to happen. I mean, I'm pretty sure they were caught with their pants down, but at the same time, with the minimum security they had, you got to figure if you already had like 100,000 people show up, you start beefing it up. You don't just stick with the people that you have like something that's not going to happen. Especially in the world that we live today, it could have been any type of situation with anybody, So it's always best to be over prepared and under prepared, So I think that's part of me is that it was staged to shit like that to happen. It was meant to happen to make a scene, but at the same time, that's all theories.
Yeah, that's very true. I I guess for
Where
me,
you at with it? Where you at, brother?
I guess for
Where
me,
you at with it?
It was funny. It was at the same time like what some people said. If this was black people, they ass would have been shot down. Like we live in two different Americas, two different worlds. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It just goes to show you. And here's my thing. I take my hat off to my white brethren because they like, fuck this and fuck you. If you think you're going to take my right, take my freedom, you're going to take what I believe. Regardless of whether how you feel or not, this is what America was built on. And if I believe in Trump and if I believe in his way and I believe in a nation that's been pussified or whatever people want to say, if that's what they believe, some people are willing to stand up and be what they consider is a wolf and go in there and say, I ain't scared of you. The government only has the power that we put them in. And then it just goes to show you the government, they allow the people who stand up and grab their nuts and say the hell with you in so many words to do what they want to do, because that's what they do. We still, as African Americans, as blacks, ask for 40 acres and a mule. You see somebody like Kanye or Jay-Z go out there and get it. Somebody like Wolf go out there and say, I just bought a 6-bedroom house in the pandemic. When you see somebody go out there and get it, some people making excuses and some people making results. So for me, I was like, yo, this is America. Like, this is America. When people, well, I've seen white people when they get sick and tired of shit, they just go plumb off. They let you know how they feel and don't nobody do nothing about it. Like
I say it like this. America, they had the what is the mirror up. You know what I'm saying? You can't attack something that look like you. You can't attack something that's for us you know, police officers think about shooting these people, you know what I'm saying? But it's a different ball game, you know, just a couple months ago. But at the same time, I say the same thing. Like, once the people stand up, whatever you believe in, you know, these government people are public servants. You know what I'm saying? Once we stand up, the game is over. Once we come together, the game is over. You know what I'm saying? It's a fight between keeping us divided. That's the narrative they keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? But
absolutely,
all us can meet somewhere in the middle and stand up together and, you know, get this shit done, man. Because these are public servants at the end of the day, getting rich off our backs. You know what I'm saying?
that's absolutely.
You know, the American people put those people in power. You know what I'm saying? We voted you in. We put the trust in you. You know what I'm saying? We could vote you out, do vice versa.
That's
but
right.
I say, you know, we the ones that if we stand up, the shit is over. Nothing but a game of Monopoly, man.
Yeah, so for me, it's never about, you know, a race issue thing. It's just I look at America for what it is. It is what it is. Some people, the way our country has been brought up and has been painted, you know what I'm saying, it's just a different narrative from one culture to the next. And some people stand on that. They stand bold, like Jesus say. They come boldly for what they want, what they talking about. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be what you make out of it. We all on this video feed is over 30 years old, so we done seen a couple different presidents. And from the time you start making money and living your life and providing for your wife and your kids, you've been making it happen. So it don't matter who in there. It depends on what you're gonna do. As my shooter say, as killer say, are you gonna be the wolf or are you gonna be the sheep?
Are you gonna be the hunter or are you gonna be the killer?
That's what we're gonna get into.
Are you gonna let society take your life and do what the fuck it want to do with it, or are you gonna take charge of your own fucking life and run with it? You know what I'm saying? Like, far as everything, bro, being a wolf is far more than just being alpha or being this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? Being top dog, all this shit. Being a wolf is coming at everything with a gotta get done mentality. You know what I'm saying? You get knocked down, you pick yourself up, no matter what the fuck you doing. You're speaking. You know what I'm saying? What you say? You told me when you got back, hey, if it ain't this, I ain't gonna touch it because I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
you sharpening that knife, you sharpening that tool. You know what I'm saying? You being a wolf at that. You know what I'm saying? You been a wolf coming back being with your wife, getting your family together. You know what I'm saying? You being a wolf, being financially stable. You being a wolf. You know, basically, that's what I look at fucking taking charge of being a wolf. Not just alpha male shit, but yeah, it is there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like to hold my nuts, scratch my nuts, talk shit on Sundays, watch football. Pittsburgh, we going down in the flame right now to the Browns, but I got my shit on to the top.
You
You know what I'm saying?
represent.
I'm going down to the bottom with them. What's the score? Anybody look at the score? But yeah.
I'll check the YouTube for you in a minute, shooter.
But yeah, man, it's a lot to go with it, man. Are you gonna be a sheep and follow everybody else? You know what I'm saying? Or you gonna let somebody else let you be like, hey, you can't do that shit? You know what I'm saying? Or you gonna be like, nah, motherfucker. I'm glad you did tell me that. That motivates me more. That's what wolves do. When a motherfucker sheep look at you and see potential, they gonna say, hey, you can't do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they see the potential in you that they don't have. But it takes a wolf take that shit and you know, eat off that shit and feed off that shit. Like this motherfucker said, nah, I can't do this shit, so I'm gonna do this shit. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man, for society too. What's going on in the world? You gonna let this shit knock your hustle? Who in the presidency? You know what I'm saying? Or you gonna continue to go to your 9 to 5 every morning and continue to do what the fuck you gonna do?
Some people feel like that is making them a wolf because they did the things that they felt like they wanted to do. Say, for example, would I be considered a wolf if I wanted to go to school and I wanted to get my degree? That's what society taught me was sweet, and I did that. Would that make me a wolf if I got the house and the car? But here's the thing: I'm still not the happiest in life. I don't have a successful marriage. I just got the money and all that. So in some worlds I'm a wolf, in some worlds I'm a sheep.
You know what? I blame even I know Whiskey Charlie could relate to this too. I blame the way we was all brought up from school. We was brought up to leave high school, go to college, and get in more debt. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, not in my school, high school, they did not teach us to be business owners. They did not teach us about credit, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or they didn't teach you that you go drive a motherfucking 18-wheeler and make bank every month, you know what I'm saying, with no fucking degrees. You know what I'm saying? They taught you to be motherfucking sheep coming out of high school. Period.
I agree with
that. They
that.
didn't teach you to be build your own business. You know what I'm saying? They didn't teach you about credit. None of this shit. They taught you to get out of school and get in debt soon as you get out of school by going to college and all this other shit. You got pipe fitters. You know what I'm saying? They didn't teach all these trades. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking heavy machinery, masonry. You know what I'm saying? Handcrafted tools that's going and stink like carpenters, good carpenters and shit. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers ain't work with their heads these days, man. They scared of that shit, man. They think a motherfucking robot go do it for them.
So here's something I want to read to y'all. I was looking something up, and I've heard that analogy several times about whether you're a wolf or a sheep. And I remember probably hearing it really most prominent that time on American Sniper, when on American Sniper, let's see here. My bad, fellas.
Where we at? While you research,
tune in.
let me keep on talking this shit.
Responding to someone was commenting on the post that I put out there about Grunt Speak. So I was telling them I was asking them to tune in to the show, is what I was attempting to do. But what I was looking at when you were talking about being a wolf and not the sheep, I remember hearing that analogy so many times, and I remember hearing it in American Sniper. And this is what I found. It says, why I'm not a sheepdog. There are many different elements to gun culture. We can discuss ballistics, sectional densities, and coefficients. We can argue the holsters. Nope, we're going to skip right past that. One of the most important pieces of gun culture is mentality. Mentality is basically a subsection of concealed carry, which is already a subsection of self-defense. When you discuss self-defense and mindset, the term sheepdog is often thrown around. This has happened more and more since the opening monologue of American Sniper. So what is the sheepdog mentality? The sheepdog mentality states there are three kinds of people. The sheep, who are the average everyday person. In a sheepdog mindset, these people are unarmed and do not take self-defense seriously. The sheep, who are the average everyday person, in a sheepdog mindset, these people are unarmed and do not take self-defense seriously. Then there's the sheepdog, the protector of the sheep. The last category is the wolf. The wolf is the bad guy. He eats the sheep. As far as I can tell, this entire concept was derived by Lieutenant Colonel David Grossman and his work. So, what do you think about that mentality when you hear it based off that perspective, as far as the wolf being the bad guy, for whatever a definition of a bad guy be to you? The sheep could be, from how I read that just in this moment, from that definition, the sheep could be someone like me, because I walk around unarmed and I don't worry about defense so seriously like that. I feel like it's not a problem until it becomes a problem. And because my mindset with defense is different, it ain't no fair in the word fight to me. When I'm fighting to the death. And if I got guns, I only got it to use it. That's I didn't, grow up carrying them all the time in the D. That wasn't my life. And when I got into the Army, that was for defense. So since I don't have one right now, got access to, I know people, but since I don't have one based on that definition, I guess I could be considered a sheep, but I know I'm far from that. So what do y'all think when y'all hear that and it takes you back to that opening monologue of American Sniper?
I don't have anything on that. I mean,
okay, that's what I see it. With me, man, I'm not gonna lie, just over these past couple years, out of kind
something is off with your volume. It sound like your sound, your sound off this time.
Oh shit! I thought I was on. Hold on. I was on that bit.
You on, but it just sounds different. Just go ahead, bro.
Is it off?
You good?
But yeah, with me, man, just recently I just started more collecting more guns and shit. You know what I'm saying? For just being prepared for his household. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no guns in the household, motherfucker, run in that motherfucker. You could be the baddest motherfucker in the world. Well, I ain't gonna say that. If you're the baddest motherfucker in the world, you can take some motherfuckers out with your hands. At the same time, bro, them bullets to me, they say the pen is sharper than the sword, or however they put that shit. But I always thought that the sword was sharper than the pen. You know what I'm talking about? You on mute.
I think about it, and I've been talking about going to, I think about it, and I've been, having an idea to go grab me a couple rifles or two. You know what I'm saying? And not to, just for, that's it. But I mean, two is
most motherfuckers. If you shoot that right coming in your shit, they ain't gonna keep going.
I can't really hear you, bro.
You couldn't hear me?
No, I couldn't hear you.
Oh shit. Oh, no.
So you just go, just say, Hey,
What's
Whiskey
up?
Charlie came back looking like the Terminator this time. First, I didn't know you was looking like on your hip hop mode, and now you just put your earbuds in and everything. You looking like the Terminator over there, like we about to go after Sarah Connor. You didn't turn into wolf mode.
That's what it is.
What you
Oh
think
man.
about that entire concept, Whiskey Charlie?
I mean,
Would you find yourself more like a sheepdog? Somebody posted on my page that all soldiers are the sheepdogs. Now, the sheepdog is the protector of the sheep. They got the weapons and they do that. The sheep don't have no weapons, and the wolf is the bad guy, based on that paragraph, like that passage I just read. So, what do you think about that concept?
I would say that more toward what you were saying, as I feel like I'm I guess you could say a sheep, but I also do have an inner wolf inside me that until that point breaks, and then that other piece comes out on me. So I believe that everybody's most likely going to be a sheep, but just they got that inner wolf that whenever instincts kick in, you become that wolf.
Everybody's not going to, yeah, and I like that. Because you probably are all three at certain points in times, and maybe you dwell more into the sheepdog, which is not a bad thing because you're the protector of others. You know what I'm saying? And you protect them from the foxes and the wolves and all that that's coming to take what's yours. So the wolf being the bad guy, sometimes you got to be the leader of the pack and you got to go after it. But you got to understand the difference between, I think, a mature wolf who's leading his pack to eat, to feed, to grow the tribe for the betterment of the tribe, and the immature wolf who just out there like, I'm a wolf, so based on my name and my look, I'm just gonna dog shit and do whatever, but I ain't taking care of nobody. So from that analogy of the wolf being a bad guy, I could disagree with that because I have to break down what a wolf means to me. Like when you look at a wolf pack is unity and it's led by the head, the dominatory wolf. Everyone else is submissive to the alpha male. And it's not because he can just whoop their ass and eat all the food. It's because he makes sure that the rations are given to everybody. He moves the crowd strategically and he put the team in position to win. So in a lot of instances in life, you gotta be the wolf, because if you're not the wolf, you almost automatically fall into the role of the sheep, because it's probably so many sheep dogs that we all getting looked over as the same anyway. So the wolves probably are your 50 cents, whether you like him or not. He looked at as the bad guy, but he went out and got it. The wolf could be your Michael Jordan, whether you like him or not. He went out and got it. The wolf could be your Kobe Bryant. The wolf could be your drill sergeant. So it just depends on your mentality of what the wolf and the sheepdog look like to you. But as your point, Whiskey Charlie, we could dwell in all three of those different energies.
Exactly. The man should be the wolf of the household. To me, everything falls on the male of the household.
Speak up.
To me, everything falls on the male of the household.
In life.
You know what I'm saying? If the family is not where, if the family is not where they're supposed to be at, it's on that man that's sitting in there. That falls on his shoulders. You know what I'm saying? I don't put it on the female. A lot of youngsters do it now.
Do me a favor. I need you to drop out and then drop back in, because your sound is not coming in as clear.
Man, my shit always fucked up.
I'm gonna have to, what's the name? I had to remove him. I need him to come back in. Did his sound off to you?
Yeah, I think it's whenever he set it down is when it switched on him.
Yeah, he gotta come back in.
If it still sounds the same way and he still got the phone down, he may have to pick the phone up, because that's whenever you could hear him, is whenever his phone was in his hand.
I'm liking your backdrop, man. You looking good over there. I ain't got my camera just right yet. I don't think, but I got to work on that. I like your backdrop, man. It's looking good. You elevating your game.
Yeah.
How you been? How you
bro.
doing, man? How's your, when you say you look at the mentality of a sheep. I would say you more so. I don't know. You got the wolf in you too, because not a bad guy in the sense of what the world would say is a bad guy, but a wolf, like I said, in leading the pack. Like,
Yeah.
you spoke about that weeks ago about leading your family. You know what I'm saying? In certain ways, I felt like people seen me as a wolf, but I was more of a bad guy. I was an immature wolf. I was great in the army life and things like that. Excuse me. But for me, I didn't have my family right financially and things like that. So it was things that was holding me back because I was never taught that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see that. So I was just doing what I thought. But as Wolf said earlier, deciding to come back from that, knowing that I was the leader of this pack and getting it right, like, to me, that is what a wolf do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
everybody experiences a feeling of being a sheep. Like,
Hey, did you get Wolf's message?
huh?
Did you get Wolf's message?
No, what did he say?
He said send him another link.
All right. Let me see. Invite. Copy the clipboard. All right, I'm gonna send him one right now. There you go. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, you might have to send my shit text message.
Hey, I think it's because you set down your phone is the reason why your volume went down.
You said I set it down?
Yeah, like where you have it positioned at. Like when you were holding it earlier, you can hear you pretty good, but it's probably echoes come off the countertop.
How about now?
Yeah.
All
That's
right,
a lot
we're
better.
still doing sound check in the middle of that. But yeah, man, I forgot what the fuck I was even chat on that shit.
So what even made you come to that
Catch me up.
concept tonight? What brought you to that concept tonight? What came across your mind to even, that topic, the wolf and the sheepdog? Is it something that you seen? Is it something that just,
it
you
was
heard?
what I seen at the Capitol, what I seen, what I see through life, man, how I run my life. You know what I'm saying? Me as being a youngster, being a sheep, that's how I felt when I was young. I felt like I was a young sheep back then.
Mm-hmm.
I was just learning the ropes and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was just following.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But something about the military got me to the point where I just fucking learned how to lead and motherfucking lead my family, good places, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Basically, that's how I feel with me, bro. When I first, when I was young, the sheep and the wolf. You know what I'm saying? I think I turned to the wolf. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes plenty of sense.
But see, as I think as coming up, but I don't think a motherfucker never stop learning and getting knowledge, to tell you the truth. So I don't think you could never say you at that top point because everybody has room to grow. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I don't think I don't like the words is what it is for me. I say sometimes I'm never satisfied, meaning I'm not done. I'm not finished. Like until my body leave this earth is something else that I can do. I'm not good with just the college degree, and I'm not good with just being married and having a couple kids. I'm not good with just renting a house or buying a house or taking a few vacations or having an 800 credit score. I'm not good with just that. I want so much more than just that. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy with that. You're grateful for those things,
right?
But I don't ever want to just get comfortable and say that's it for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you can always learn from the next man.
Absolutely. I felt like it comes a point in time in our life, the true definition of a real wolf to me, and like really moving the pride forward and being mature, is the understanding that when a young wolf is coming up, you know what I'm saying? You go from being a hunter, not to being a hunted, but being a teacher. and letting him carry the torch to move the pack forward. You know, I look at my son, you know what I'm saying? Now is the time for me to start learning stuff from him.
With the 100, well, I came through with the 100 to me, man. America is not getting greater. You know what I'm talking about? You gonna always have to protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's an ugly world we live in. Are you gonna allow this shit to take over you? You go ride around this bitch scared and shit like that, or you go fucking man the fuck up and take life as it comes and fucking adapt to it. You know what I'm talking about? Or you just go get ran over, you go get ate up. Period, man. But you got a lot of people, bro. They say, hey, I never own a gun or none of this shit. Or, I never do this and never do that. Like, that's just so brutal to take a life. But it comes second nature when a motherfucker try to take your life, believe me. You know what I'm saying? But they said I'll never do it. But in that time of need, man, I think most motherfuckers will do it.
I think by nature.
But they have to take them glasses off and look. This the ugly world we live in, bro. You gotta push through that bitch.
I think by nature, for me, I'm probably more of a sheepdog with some sheep than I am a wolf based on American standards. You know what I'm saying?
I don't see that though.
No, and I'm explaining that
because
I'm just gonna explain that analogy. I'm just talking about based.
I'm gonna tell you what I see.
All right, go ahead,
bro. They ought to put your motherfucking ass on a radio show. You can have your own radio show and run that motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You like the Martin Lawrence on the motherfucking show, man. I ain't lying to you, bro. What I see, man, I see a motherfucker, intelligent motherfucker, not just intelligent, but motherfucker calculating ass dude, man. You sit up there just like your pops. Your pops, I was sitting up there. He was reading me the whole time. I know he was reading because I represent game. I know game. You know what I'm saying? He was looking like, okay, let me just check this brother out. You know what I'm saying? He was checking me out. But hey, you remind me of your pops, man. I met him. I think I met your pops a couple times.
Yeah.
But you your pops, man, to me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I get, man. Your pops, he reads people. And you good at that shit.
Yeah, that's true.
I think you use your mind. I think you use your mind more than the sword or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think your motherfucking shit is sharper than the sword. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate that. You know what? And that's what I think my mentality is. I am all good with having my weapons, defending my family, and kill if I have to kill. Like I mean, that's just what it is. I'm not.
You can fit into any motherfucking zone.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
You can fit with the hood motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You can fit, hey, you got Karen right up the street. You can fit with them. Like that's how you roll. You can fit all the way through, man. That's how I see it. That's how I see it.
That's how I
put
feel.
Smitty anywhere. Smitty from the motherfucking D. That boy gonna roll with him. Cheers.
Look, earlier today, talk about being the wolf and the sheep. So I be kicking it with the Mormon guys, and I talk to them like I talk to anybody else. Just my inspiration. So a couple of them invited me to their church for the first time today. Man, I went to a Mormon church, and I realized that they service ain't no different than nobody else's service. They just tell their story a different way. They got a different set of rules and principles that they follow. But the worshiping of what we all believe in to be God and Jesus Christ, it was the same. It was the same. And you know me, being who I am, by the time I left the church, I hit half the church off with some Mr. Ping inspiration cards.
They got inspiration in every motherfucker.
Hey.
Inspiration for your situation.
Absolutely.
I think, bro, that motherfucker Mr. P song, bro, you might need to send me that soundtrack. I'll be working out. That should be in my mind. Hey, Mr. P, your wife be singing that bit. That would be right.
Listen.
But yeah, I think religion separates us too, man.
Oh, man. Religion is a separator. Religion is
how you go knock the next man for who the fuck they worship? You know what I'm saying? It's religion. That's what they believe in. Everybody gonna believe what you believe.
yeah, I was walking today listening to the Bible app and in Genesis, and you talking about being the wolf and the sheep. You know what I'm saying? It's like you better be definitely a sheep dog for the America's terminology, just based off that section that we read. The wolf, they saying the bad guy, people want to, give them the story, whatever. The sheep dog, you definitely don't want to be the sheep because you're gonna get taken advantage of. And in Genesis, I was listening to, and there was a part where God was talking to I don't know, John. He was talking to somebody, right? And he was saying everybody's speaking the same language, and they getting ready to build the altar, a ladder, pretty much an escalator to heaven. Like they finna make their way up here. He like, they so smart, we got to confuse their language so they can never get this high. So that's why everybody had different languages in different parts of the world. Saying all that to say, you never know why a person believe what they believe for what they religious preferences. But if they come into you with love in their heart or whatever, and they treat you with respect, bro, it's like miss me with all that other stuff, because it's two people, wolf or sheep dog, who decide and work it out amongst themselves and play their position, like Whiskey Charlie said. Whatever
the wolf is not always the bad guy.
Absolutely. Because
that's just the picture they put out. The wolf is not always the bad guy.
Hey, man, listen to me. You know what? I like seeing those movies sometimes where the bad guy wins. I want to see the movie where the bad guy wins, where they just throw the ending completely off and the bad guy wins and gets away scot-free and everything. Oh, man, Whiskey Charlie drinking water on the show. That's a first.
He must have been fucked up yesterday.
Something. The gym life got to him. He switched it up.
That's why he on the gym shit.
Y'all both right. You're both right.
Oh, okay.
I got fucked up, but also I'm trying to get gym training back in. Yeah, I drank a little bit too much last night. I think I drank 2 of those Smirnoff blueberry things. There's 8% alcohol. I drank 2 of those, and I drank like 6 beers and like 4 shots.
Okay.
Right.
Well, you handled it well, because this old man liver don't do it. I get me one little light ale or maybe some hard cider, mainly just on the weekends, or some red wine, and that's it for me. Like I don't get down with it no more. unless I'm kicking it with Killer, I might, when I was at the Wolf Den, sometimes I have whatever he mixed up. I can have one, but I can't have those drunken nights. The sheep come out of me. I be crying to my wife, like rub my belly.
Yeah. Man.
I felt that this morning.
Yeah.
How everything been treating y'all, man? Everything good? Everybody straight? It's still snowing up there?
Nah, it's finally stopped, man. It's finally stopped. I was out there.
That should probably be about 7 degrees tomorrow. Some shit is gonna be at 70 degrees.
I posted on Grunt Speak when I was out there walking, looking like the abominable snowman, and that's what I was talking about. This that wolf mentality. I'm out here because the most people won't be out here, because life gonna punch you in the face anyway. So I like to walk anyhow, and I made a commitment to myself to walk for so many days. Just because the weather bad don't mean my legs ain't working.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's been a hard adjustment, kind of getting when you move from your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Eat much atmosphere, everything, working out every day. I've been doing it. But hey, I've been having to peel myself up more. Like,
I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna be very
being
important.
a bitch. Get your ass up, get out there in that garage, lifting weights.
I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna be very important to you. Watch, and you're gonna know this to be true. This is the season of rest and preparation. Like you just move. So it is a season for you to just rest. You know what I'm saying? And just prepare for how you going to move in your house. Like working out is second nature. All you're going to do is give your body a time to really heal and recover. Like take yourself a week or 2 weeks off. Treat your house like it's your vacation spot.
I already did.
And it's just going to be sweet.
I've been back at it. The past 2 weeks.
Well, then you're gonna be good. You just gotta let it work through. Get your ass up and go get it then.
And then what I focus more on this year is more of in the kitchen type shit. Because you know, like you are what you put in your body, man.
Yeah.
Like, say if I put some funk ass Whataburger, is good as fuck if you eat it then.
Yeah.
But say you eat that shit in your car and go to your car and smell that shit after you get done eating, you be like, man, what the fuck? What the fuck was in this bitch? Or you put it in the trash, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna focus more on trying to eat a lot cleaner this year. You know what I'm saying? Because I do what the fuck I want to do. I ain't gonna lie to you. I eat dozen donuts. They got, matter of fact, it's worse for me up here because I can go to the grocery store and get Krispy Kremes. You know what I'm saying? They right there hand for me. Every time I go through that bitch, I get like a 6-pack of them bitches. But hey, I'm gonna have to leave them Krispy Kremes alone, man. I'm trying to leave them alone a little bit. But I can eat them, but I don't gain no weight though. You know, but my wife say you still need to stop eating all that sugar and shit.
Yeah.
But I can't let them go, man. I can't let them
You
go.
know what it is, man? When I take my medicine is when I want to eat all the sweets. That's it.
I know.
Other than that, I don't really want none. But I realize and I
Hey, you
learned.
done told me a couple times you about to hit the stove, get some donuts or some shit.
Yeah. Like, but I learned though, you can switch that up too. It's just the mindset. When I was first started taking my medicine, I was in Michigan. I had already told myself I wasn't eating meat, and I had probably was like a month in at that time. And I was out and I was hungry, and I hit the Subway and I got a veggie sub, bruh. That thing, like, it tasted like it had a ton of meat on it. And I got it to the point, man, if I go to Subway, not that they stuff is the best, but if I go to Subway, my whole family will go in there and get veggie subs. Like,
right.
Because they taste so good and you don't even miss it after so long. But I'm that same way. I go back and forth with what I do in the kitchen. I don't care about what I really, I guess I do what I want, but I do care. I just don't get on that fast food kick.
The bad part with me, life fucking short. Enjoy.
Yeah, that's it. That,
you know, if you just a big obese motherfucker, you got all kinds of health problems, shit, leave that shit alone. But if you know you healthy, you do your little shit, your little workouts and shit, whatever, man, eat, enjoy life.
Something, man. I don't
post something up. Enjoy life.
It's all about a mentality. I don't care what your age is, what your weight is, what your financial state is. It's gonna come a time and place in this space that your space is gonna end. Don't nobody know when it's gonna end, how it's gonna end. If you don't figure out how to celebrate life and figure out just being here, you get the win, you done. The end has already come for you. It ain't about no dozen donuts, ain't about no weed, ain't about no drinking, ain't about no smoking, ain't about no, how many times you been married, how many people you had sex with, ain't about none of all that. If you ain't figured out what to get the best version of you is and pushing yourself to be better in life and celebrating life daily, you screwed anyway, bro.
How Frank the Tank been doing, man?
He called me a couple times. He's doing Frank. It's the best way I could describe it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, man.
You gotta hit him. You gotta hit him up and see.
We're gonna have to get Frank on this bitch one day, man. See what he be talking about. Frank's scared to get on the camera though.
I don't know, and I guess it all depends, It all depends on what the topic is and what you're talking about.
We're gonna do one show, but it's one of y'all turns. Well, I'm gonna go to Louisiana this weekend, so I don't know. Well, I should be back about time for the show, so I can make this show Sunday too. But this one of these weekends is one of y'all turns this time for the topic. But one of these weekends, I'm thinking we should bring the wives on here.
So
to see how we integrate with the wives, you know what I'm saying? All us on here having a good time and shit, you know what I'm saying? Maybe the wives might put some secrets out, some shit about us that we ain't supposed to be getting out or something on here. You know what I'm saying? I think it's always exciting putting the wives on here to see how we act around the women.
Today is the 10th. And it was your week, and you did that. Next week, Whiskey Charlie got the topic on the 17th. Then I got the topic on the 24th.
Right.
And the last day of the month is the 31st. The end of the month, maybe we can do something with the wives, and then we can launch into February for Grunt with a theme of love and loving your family, loving yourself. We can go back to a grooming topic because Valentine's Day is that time of year.
Hold up. Hell nah. That's B month, man. That's vagina month. So we gotta talk about getting all kind of pussy, all types of shit on that bitch. Or how you gonna do that shit, all that shit on that bitch.
That's what's the name, right? But that's Valentine's Day. So you gonna you gonna
how you gonna milk that cow? You know what I'm talking about? What you gonna do? You gonna go get the candy?
Okay,
I'm saying
we saying the same thing, bro.
Or you girl a rose type of chick. You see
we saying the same thing. We just saying it two different ways, bro. That's all.
I'm just talking shit.
We're just using two different languages, but no, we saying the same thing. But anyhow, man, we talking about something that don't have nothing to do with what we talking about tonight. We can talk about that after we say good night to the people.
Yeah, we got all
we gave the whole show layout and plan. Are you gonna be a wolf or are you gonna be a sheep man? And as my man said earlier, and I go by the same concept too. If you believe in a higher power or something greater than you, and if you the man in your house and things are not right, then it's up to you to get your wrongs right. Whatever you got to do, if you got to apologize to your wife at night, if you got to get up and work out at night, if you got to read at night, whatever you got to do for you to get your life right. To train.
You know what I do?
What up?
I do think it's another power, you know what I'm saying, some type of shit like that, but I don't believe in the actual book. That might be a different subject.
Yeah, because I said
I don't believe, that a man wrote the book. I think we're all spiritual human beings.
If
you know what I'm saying?
That one that you listening to when my wife is singing, when you need some inspiration, that tune. If you listen to the speech part, is I'm not one dimensional. And I say, I believe in God, I believe in the higher power, but I don't believe in everything in the Bible and everything in religion. Because
have you ever listened to Bob Marley's song, Bob Marley's son song?
Which one?
Love is my religion.
I have to check it out. I've been listening to Bob Marley, we jamming in Exodus.
That bitch be rolling. Look up "Love Is My Religion." You gonna get hooked on that motherfucker, man. He spit real shit on that shit, man.
But yeah, that's also based off another mentality: the wolf, the sheepdog, and the sheep. Because a lot of people follow religion based off that sheep mentality, like this religion. Not God, the Messiah, but this religion, this doctrine is going to protect me from getting in any type of trouble. If you read the Bible, any parts of the Bible that you believe for yourself, that you gravitate towards, or any spiritual book that you read in, or any book that transform your mindset, is going to talk about how you got to embrace the suck, and the suck is going to happen. The Bible is not about all fluff and everything.
If you read the Bible, and listen to it, you'll know it's hell right here on earth.
Here's the thing.
The demons and all that shit, they just ain't got horns and flipped eyes and shit. You got motherfuckers out here murdering babies and shit crazy, shooting up schools and shit, man. We right here in hell. You know what I'm saying?
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Life is going to be what you see it as. The things that's happening in today has been happening since the beginning of time. It was just explained in a different way. Now we have a 24-hour news media stream, and they get to feed it to you every day. I have to be honest and say there have to be just as much positivity happening in the world as it is misery. But since we as kids, they've taught us to feed off the pain and the negative energy. So again, to me, it's going to be whatever you see it to be. Heaven to hell is the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Whatever you see for you is what you're going to do. If you see yourself as a sheep, being a person that's just ran over or whatever, that's what you're gonna be. If you see yourself as being the wolf, a mature wolf, a good wolf, whatever that is for you, that's what you're gonna do. If you see yourself just being in the middle of the pack, a sheepdog, you're gonna do that too. It's just like being in the infantry. Everybody wasn't an alpha male in the infantry. Some people was there because it was the family history. Some people was there because it was either go to jail or go to infantry, and the damn army needed numbers. Some people was there because they recruiter just screwed them over. They was dumb as hell, didn't know what they was getting into. Some people was there for the money. Everybody wasn't a wolf in the infantry.
That's just like in the corporate world today. Everybody's not meant to be a boss. You know what I'm saying? Some people are meant to be soldiers, you know what I'm saying? Foot soldiers, making the shit happen, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is not meant to be a boss.
No, not at all. I don't know why the
everybody's not meant to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? We found that out there. You put a motherfucker in there, bitch, like, hey man, you gotta do this shit this week. And they totally fail. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is, man. You could beat their ass, fuck with them all day, try to get them to do the shit right and all that shit. They just not meant to be. They better foot soldiers.
I like what Whiskey Charlie said earlier, man. I believe it's a part in time and stage in our life that we all experience every position, attempting to get it right, from the sheep to the sheepdog to the wolf. That's
Whiskey
just what
Charlie be killing me, man.
He don't say much, but when he say something, it's powerful.
You hear that bit like this. Whiskey Charlie like he in the mirror waking up this morning, and that bit like let me make sure my shit fresh on the wall. What's good? We're gonna let Whiskey Charlie talk, man. We can talk the whole show. What you got, brother?
Man, I don't have a whole lot, dude. Like we are discussing that earlier, about the whole thing about, being, if you're a sheep, if you're a wolf, if you're, sheepdog, whatever else. But I think, depending on, scenarios in your life, you could become any one of those pieces. I mean, you're going to be a dominant of one. I feel like I guess I could say I feel like I'm more of a dominant sheep, but I do feel like that at certain points in time, in certain situations, the wolf comes in out of me, and I take care of situations as a wolf and not just as, hey, the sheep just going to be set there to the side and go along with everything. Depending on how it's going to affect my life, my family's life, is whenever that wolf either comes out and or if that sheepdog comes out, for protection and everything else. So I think it's all depending on what things you got going on in your life.
Yeah, I feel that, man. I don't know, bro. I think I felt that my most vulnerable part is being in basic training, because I ain't know shit coming in that bitch, motherfucking snotty nose and the motherfucker Similac on my breath. But at the same time, I ain't know I was being like a real true sheep. You know what I'm saying? I just figured like, hey, this the way of life. This the way to be a man. You know what I'm saying? You label as a man once you pass this shit. But
for me, I think the Army in the beginning was a letdown. I was expecting some, and then, I guess because I'm a 70s baby, I don't know what I was expecting. The movies that I had seen, it was the old Vietnam drill sergeants. So they were still kicking your ass in the Army, and they was really getting you in shape and in order. And I felt like when I got in, I ain't have a lot of discipline. I had got some ass whoopings from my dad from doing stuff that was considered bad, but I thought the Army was going to really help me straighten up and fly right. And I guess it's probably what you pull out of it. But for me, when I got in, I realized that it wasn't that at all. It was like any other corporate America job. It was whatever you make out of it. You want to be successful in the Army, you're going to be successful in the Army if you get around the right group of people. You want to be a dirtbag and get your money taken and, and they just keep the job for you like at Burger King, McDonald's, you're going to get that too. You just can't quit the job. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was like, okay, this is whatever you make out of it. You still got to really discipline yourself. But at the same time, I think the experiences that I had in the city coming up in Detroit and the things that had happened to me as a youth in life probably prepared me more for life today than I think what the Army did. The Army showed me that, you know, I'm capable to switch to any given thing at any given time, from killer to, you know, to killer to being peaceful with the kids, because you just have to do that at times in Iraq. You know what I'm saying? So
the Army taught me, man, you can sit up there and look at a motherfucking beret and tell it was fucked up. Like, bro, your beret all fucked up.
I
You
could,
know,
I
I
could
can
do,
tell who the fuck you are looking at that beret, man. You got a motherfucker with the chef hat beret. Come on, brother.
Yeah.
Them mostly pose coming around like that, man. I
Come
couldn't
on, looking
stand
like a
that shit.
pine.
Like, bro, fix your beret, man.
see,
Throw
that's
that water or whatever on that bitch. Wear
that's
that bitch and
because
get drunk. Let it fit on your head, man.
that's because in the infantry, it's always been pressed on infantry soldiers that your appearance is everything. You come
We
from
the
a
dirtiest
time,
motherfuckers ever, though.
right? You come from a time where, remember, when we was in basic training, we were sitting out back shining boots. I come from a time where if your fucking uniform wasn't standing up from the start, your BDUs was pressed. They don't aren't ACUs anymore. They don't shine boots anymore. So it's not about the look now in the Army. Really, it's a kinder, gentler Army. It's about your mind. So the infantry presses upon you, look good, train good, practice good. You the infantry. You supposed to be a wolf. So when I see you, I should fear you. I should see a muscle bound, jacked up, a dude that look like he ready for war. I don't want to see no
and
fat
even with
who
the
uniform
infantry,
on
man, even in the field, what looking good for the infantry is your weapon clean. Your motherfucking weapon clean. We don't give a shit about shit else. Long as
You
that
ain't
weapon
bringing
clean.
anything back.
It's
Yeah,
all
that's
about
it.
it's all about the appearance and the functionality. So when people see you, it's all about what do they see, or the hell with what they see. When you see you, what do you see? Do you see a sheep? Do you see a sheep dog? Or do you see a wolf?
I just think we just need to get out the pussification of a nation.
Hey, listen to me.
A lot of people need it up cut and raw. A lot of people need to be told they shit bags. A lot of people just need it up close and personal, in your face type shit. Everybody ain't just go get it just you know just you know just schooling them along. You know what I'm saying? You have to get in the motherfucker's face, man. And
Okay,
they
so
have to
cool.
get that mind concept of, hey, I'm fucked up. That, you know, that's a whole other subject too,
No,
you
no,
know.
no. And no, it's not, because this grunt speak. Well, this is by grunts for grunts, where everybody welcome, but everybody will not be a member. This ain't for kids, but kids can listen.
Exactly.
That's
We personally know when we fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Big Sarge, you know when you fucked up. Whiskey Charlie, you know when you fucked up. Killer, I know when I fucked up. We know ourselves best. But if you got a motherfucker in your face that sees through your bullshit and know when you fucked up, that person needs to tell that motherfucker, hey, you fucked up, man. Get your shit together. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. We need to get out here and get this shit right. We need to get this shit right and push forward. They have to have that mind concept. I know it's harsh. It sounds harsh. You know what I'm saying? Cause my wife, hey, I looked at my wife like she's the drill sergeant sometimes. What the fuck you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you need to get your shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? My wife.
I think
You
my
know,
wife give me a
so
lot of passes sometimes, and she know I'm a little sensitive in that area, so she do it in her own little way. But yeah, I feel
right.
you 100%, bro.
My wife, she'd have been drill sergeant. I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
I'd be like, man, I don't feel like doing that shit today. Like, nah, you get your fucking ass up. You know what the fuck you need to do to stay, you know, this, that, the third.
yeah.
Or whatever going on in the household. If I'm slacking on something, what the fuck you doing? Get it right. Ain't nobody about to school your fucking ass. Or, you know what I'm saying? Just, I think everybody needs that person to put that foot in their ass.
Yeah, and at the same
Period.
time as they put that foot in your ass, they also have to be the same time the person that congratulates you and that celebrates you when you
Of
doing it.
course, yeah.
It's just
Of
like the
course.
drill sergeants. They put that foot in our ass for the first 4 weeks. They made us know what we were sheep. But then they start letting you know, they start really picking it out. Who was a sheepdog? Who was the wolf? And they start treating you that way. Dubose will let us know. Look here, man, I'm expecting y'all to be busting their ass. Don't let me catch you out here. Especially we were black and a predominantly white thing. So Dubose held that heavy. Just like certain people, like if you from a certain area, if you say you from Houston or Dallas or some small town and your drill sergeant from that area and they know, they expect you to put on. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
They
I
bring
went
you
to
up
the
under their
barber
wing
shop.
and they
I
groom
went
you.
to the barber shop. You know what? They scared of Texas, man. You been hearing about all them killers down there, all the rappers. They're like, man, we just come from. I'm like, man, I came from Texas, man, old boy. Like, you know what? I've been wanting to move, but everything been telling me to stay away from Texas. I like, man, I love Texas, man. I'm like, I've been in that motherfucker for years. You know what I'm saying? But they scared of Texas down there. But it's just the mindset of what people see on like the news and shit that's pushing shit, social media pushing shit. Rappers getting shot, but they rappers. That's what's gonna happen. You gonna get shot.
Hey,
You know
man,
what I'm saying? You
the
live
life,
that life, bro. You
the
live
life
that
that
life.
you
You gonna
speak
get
out of
shot.
your mouth, the life that you speak out of your mouth is the life that you're gonna live. It goes back to me thinking about guns and stuff. I said the reason I don't have none because I don't bring that type of energy around my way. I just don't attract that. I've lived a lot of years and a lot of experiences in my life where I've never had to deal with that. That's not even an energy in my family life. You know what I'm saying? I can truly say that. But I know that if I have to live that life, I'm capable of doing that too. So you going back to saying what happened to those rappers, man, whether it's real or you fake, you speaking about that, you talking about that, somebody that's their reality, and they're gonna see if you about that life.
I think that shit is stank to me, bro.
You said it
I
stank.
think that's the most stupidest shit ever. I think rap to turn to a different page, man.
Well, that's a
You know what
whole
I'm
nother
saying?
story, a whole nother topic, because
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
you got a lot of sheep pretending you got a lot of wolf and sheep clothing, but not in all actuality in rap, you probably got a lot of sheep and wolf clothing. Because you could talk
Right,
about some of the deals you hear about, these 360 deals and deals like that, to where they just the face, but they
right.
not making none of the money. Hell,
But yeah, that's a whole different
ain't
subject.
that funny, man? We've been on here about an hour and 7 minutes. So let me ask you this, Killer Wolf, since you brought this to the table. Do you, is it something that you want to leave the people with to make the point crystal clear about your visualization of a sheep and the wolf? Or do you think
Right.
they got it? Is it something you want to leave them with to help them build that mentality from a sheep to a wolf? So we can close out on something that they can do and have something to look forward to. And you too, Whiskey Charlie, think about that before we say bye.
This is what I want to do, man. I want to motivate, educate, give my perspective to anybody that needs it. Just basically this year, man the fuck up. We had a bad year last year with a pandemic and shit. Shit still here. I ain't went nowhere. So basically, man, don't let this shit stop you from doing your dreams, opening that business. You know what I'm saying? Damn sure not your physical appearance, because you should be personally, you know what I'm saying, you got much time on your hands right now. So, you can't blame that shit on the pandemic, man. Get out here, work hard, continue to push through everything, and stay off these news sites, man. Don't be too sensitive to news, all that bullshit. Don't be too sensitive to judge a person from their beliefs, you know what I'm saying, until you actually get to know that person, you know what I'm saying? Or if that person brings you some credible information and it's facts, as a man, you should be able to, you know, turn that shit around and be like, hey, that's facts. I can understand it because, hey, it's actually facts. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Right?
continue to be on your bullshit way of life and not trying to grow. You know what I'm saying? That's being a wolf, you know what I'm saying? Alpha male, all that good shit. But and damn sure, you know, don't be a sheep. You can be a sheep. I'll be a sheep to my wife every now and then, you know, that's kind of good, you know.
That's
But you
real good
know,
right there,
but
brother.
as men of the household, man, take fucking charge, man. Take responsibility. If your family's in a fucked up position, it's on you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who needs to hear this, but that's just my perspective. I know it's a team effort. I ain't gonna lie to you. But to me, if your family's in a, you know, fucked up position as a man, you know, that's just how I feel. So, but you know, y'all stay up, man, motherfucker. Keep pushing through life and get this work, man.
What you
Straight
got
up.
for Whiskey Charlie? That's man, that's some powerful words. I'm gonna marinate on that one while Whiskey Charlie talk to us for a second.
Yeah, no, hey, I think the biggest thing is know what you are. I mean, people they don't know if they're a sheep. They don't know if they're a wolf. So I'd like to just challenge to take a step back. Think about things that you've got going on, whatever else, and think about if you feel like if you're more of a sheep on situations, if you feel like you're more of a wolf type person, but hey, just take the time and ask yourself that question and reflect on it. And then if it's something that you don't want to be, if you find out that you've been shooting around with the sheep the whole time, but you want to be a wolf, then hey, there's no time better than now. Right now, just step up and let's roll with it. If you don't want to be a sheep any longer, you want to be the wolf, take charge, man. Just pick it up and go with it. And the only person holding you back is yourself. So you just got to keep your head up and keep pushing. That's what I have there, Big Sarge.
Well, let me finish chewing these peanuts. Make sure I got myself straight because I don't want to talk with a mouthful of food.
What was that? You don't want to sit here and talk with a mouthful of nuts? Is that what you said?
Look, the night wouldn't be right if Whiskey Charlie didn't. I set myself up for that, and I knew it was gonna happen when I pulled them out the pantry. But I said, "Fuck it, I want these nuts, so I'm gonna take them with me." Hey, anyhow, man, be the wolf, be the sheep dog, be whatever you need to be. Just make sure you being free for yourself, man. Like Wolf said, I 100% agree. If things ain't right in your family, it's on the man. You cannot call yourself some type of spiritual believer or believing in something bigger than you and not feeling like, it's something that you're supposed to do. Like, it's not for you to rule and domain and dog your wife, but to uplift her so you could get your life right. Yeah, I mean, that's just what it is. And that's whatever it is for you. And if you're not right with the right woman that supports you and correct you, you might want to get rid of her too. Hey, I'm just saying it. We all know how it go. Yep. And if you the sheep, you need to get you some wolf friends and figure out how to be part of the wolf pack again. Now, I don't mean you got to be the leader of the pack. Maybe your position is in the back. Maybe you got to watch the six. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a position to play. You just got to know your role. Do it that way. But that's really all we have to say. And I want to leave you with a little bit of motivation anyway. You're going to be a sheep and a sheepdog and a wolf. And sometimes every part of your day. But just make sure that you leading in this game of life that you are able to play. That's it. That's all I got to say. Big Sarge say, get down, knock out 15, 25 push-ups anyway. It's going to bless your life today. I'm out. We out. Grunt Speak. We spoke.